Resurrected in 2006, we welcome you inside the Caesars Superdome, the home of the Saints, here in downtown New Orleans. All right, just about set for football. The crowd is definitely ready. So are we. Off we go on EA Sports. Oh, and there's a big hit right away. He is knocked down hard on the opening kickoff. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. They'll bring St. Brown in motion. Look to hit him with a jet sweep here to begin this drive. And he is hit behind the line of scrimmage. The defense with a statement on the game's first play.
When you come across on a jet sweep, Mike, you're hoping once you get the ball, all you see is green grass and open space. Well, in this case, he had a lot of unhappy defenders waiting for him, and they're able to put him down behind the line.
Now Penix to throw on 2nd down. And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on 3rd down. From the gun on 3rd down, here's Penix. Short throw taken by Pitts. And he looks to be a bit short of the line. And that is going to bring up 4th down. The Falcons send their punting unit out. This one fielded out beyond the 25. Oh, how about that hit? Wow. He took a pretty good lick at the end of that one. From the 35, it's 1st and 10. Hill brought in motion. And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3. Second and 7. He'll drop to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game, Mike. We just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. And that is incomplete. He was trying to get it to Jalen Pope that time. And now it's 4th down. So the drive ends, and on comes Jordan Stout to kick it away. And that's a nice job of getting to him, making sure that return was not going anywhere. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. It's the first run of the game for Bijan Robinson. He's got room at the 30. Good gainer there. They'll get him out of bounds, up past the 35-yard line. Can't ask for much more. 22 yards on the first play of the drive. Another run here for Robinson. He'll take this ahead. It's a pickup of 3. Way Walker, the linebacker, on the tackle. They face 2nd down and 7. They'll go again with Robinson. And he'll take this ahead to the 43-yard line. Way Walker, the linebacker, on the tackle. Here's a 3rd down and 4. Out of the shotgun, it's Penix. He's got his tight end. That's Pitts. A gain there of 10 yards. 1st down, Atlanta.
These 3rd down conversions are just so important. Like everybody stresses, we want to possess the ball. Give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on 3rd down.
Penix now off the bootleg. He keeps it himself.
Well, let's give credit here to the coverage unit, Mike. There was nowhere to go with the ball for that quarterback. He had no choice but to just tuck it down himself, and he's able only to pick up a short gain.
2nd down and 8. To throw is Penix. Nowhere to get away, and he's going to go down.
If you're going to take a sack, you just can't add to it by taking such a massive loss on top of it. Understand when the pocket breaks down, move up, cut your losses. Now, not only do you lose that down, now you face a big uphill battle if you want to extend this drive.
Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. From the gun, here is Penix. The pressure all over him. He goes down again. Now a timeout, Atlanta. That's their first.
The best thing they did here, Mike, is keep their rush lane integrity. What that means is you have to rush the quarterback as a unit. Keep him in the pocket. Keep him on that X. And when you do, man, he becomes a sitting duck for this pass rush.
Here's 1st and 10. Hill brought in motion. Right away, they'll set up to throw. To the left side, in the hands of Hill. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down. Now for 2nd down and 4. Tight end motioning left.
So you need to be.
They'll look to throw. And he might have waited just a bit too long there as he throws it incomplete. Looking to set up the screen, but the defense wouldn't give him the time. Here's a 3rd down and 4. Blitz coming. He'll throw it. He's got his man. Right side. It's complete. Pick up of the 11 yards on that one.
Pretty good, though. You ain't let him a long time. You got to wait for him.
Back-to-back 3-and-outs.
One of them days, man.
Not ideal to start the game in that manner. So that's a really important throw right there. Let's see if they can build something from there. Brings up 1st and 10. Continue to let your opening script unfold. You got to go down and find some points here and get your offense settled down.
He runs with it. And the quarterback scrambling, maneuvers his way back to the line of scrimmage. But that's all he can get out of that one.
So often the best pass defense is a good pass rush, and that's exactly what we saw here. The pass rush disrupted this play from the very start. The quarterback has all of his attention on the rushers rather than his receivers downfield. All he can manage to do is get back to the original line of scrimmage.
On the ground, this is Jalen Wright. That one never got started. Too much defensive pressure. They dropped him in the backfield.
Anytime the running back is forced to chop his feet in the background and never get to top speed, you know that play's not going anywhere. And that's exactly what the defense was able to force here by getting penetration. Great job there, stopping this play before he had a chance to even get started.
Throwing now on 3rd and long. That's over the middle and taken in. He's got it. And he's taken down on what should be the final play of this first quarter. So we've come to the end of a fairly evenly played opening quarter. 0-0 is the score. More from New Orleans after this. First and 10. Quick throw on the RPO. It's Hill. His 50th reception on the season, and he's got a first down to go with it.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play. And it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest. And that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
First down throw there is incomplete.
Goes without saying, Mike, you have to be smart with the ball, especially down here in the red zone. You're already in scoring position. I understand they're trying to come away with the touchdown. At the very least, worst case scenario,
I'm not playing everything for him.
and you come away with nothing.
You just walked him into that field.
Back to the air again on 2nd and 10. Pass is caught by Olave. And nice work there after the catch. A little short first down. They've converted twice on 3rd down on this drive. Now facing 3rd and 3. He'll look to throw. Quick throw, taken in. And he's going to be taken down short of the marker. And that is going to set up an interesting 4th down decision.
The initial reaction is, how does this quarterback not throw the ball past the first down line to gain to try to extend this drive? And the reality is, because they've already decided they're going to go for it on 4th down.
The field goal unit on the sideline. They'll line up to go for it on 4th down. They'll try to run.
You see how you block? Stop the whole running play.
Back to their first possession of this game.
He followed the guard and everything.
Not exactly the fast start the coaches told us was so important as this game unfolds. They get the ball back for possession 2. Now they try to find some rhythm.
Would have caught that pick. Catch a pick, bro.
In this league, it's not always going to be perfect. Really nice job settling into this game here with their second possession.
And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. So they come to the line for first down and 10. From the gun, it's Penix. This one complete to Amon-Ra St. Brown. And they will bring him down on the other side of
Open a
midfield.
hunt.
They take long to get now to their opponent's side of the
Open
field.
a
I like
hunt.
the idea of starting this drive with some explosive pass plays. That's going to open everything up, both underneath in the passing game and on the ground. So big play to get this drive off to a fast start.
Not much there. Maybe a yard. Here's a second and 9.
New Jersey.
Here's Penix. And a downfield to the tight end Pitts. That's his third catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down.
Just seems like every year, Mike, the tight end position just continues to grow within the passing game and establishes a bigger and bigger role. And listen, I know I'm biased, but if you want to have a good passing game, you better have a good tight end.
Throwing now, Penix on first down.
They're trying to do this
On a gain of
got me
11.
Well, they certainly aren't wasting any time marching down the field. I mean, you only need one hand to count how many plays they've run, and yet they find themselves first and goal inside the low red zone.
They'll run with Robinson. To the
Bobby blocked wrong, broke wrong first, so that's all. Michael's blocked that inside.
Now here's second and goal. Now Penix. That is hot. What a job to keep the play alive.
Yeah, stay calm, bro.
Touchdown Atlanta. Coop able to add the extra point. And the Falcons will level things out at 7 apiece. We're on top, 7 apiece. And the kick's away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Back to throw here to begin the drop. That's going to be pulled in by Wright. He'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
All right, so there's really 3 areas that a modern NFL running back has to excel at. Number 1, the traditional handoffs. Number 2, you have to be excellent and reliable in pass protection, and maybe bigger than all.
The pass rush gets home, and he goes down.
Okay.
No, we don't have a quarterback.
Yeah, they don't put it. Sure. I should have jacked it.
Well, they got Tyler. What's his name? Tyler.
Sure. That's my sock. Sorry. Let me tag him. Oh, yeah, be sweet.
So backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. Two minutes to play. First half, all tied at 7. We're back to New Orleans. After this, 3rd and long. Now they'll set up to throw. He's going to air this one out, looking for Hill. And he's going to be brought down. What a turn of events here. He has given his guys 1st and 10 in the red zone.
It's not often, Mike, that everything breaks right for this type of return off of an interception. But, boy, is it beautiful when it does. I mean, look at the defenders just flip around and become blockers, trying to spring their guy to the house. Great athleticism, some great moves on his part. I mean, he's going to have some of his offensive teammates looking over their shoulder for their position.
Yeah.
And he will get into the end zone. Bijan Robinson. Touchdown, Falcons. So the turnover turns into a quick touchdown. And, Greg, that's exactly how you want your offense to take care of business.
Anytime your defense can create those sudden change situations, Mike, absolutely, you have to take advantage of it. 1 second, you're sitting on the bench going over your next drive. All of a sudden, after that turnover, you've got to be able to get out on the field and go. Take advantage of the short field and results in a nice touchdown.
So out is Coop. He'll kick this one away after the touchdown. And this one is fielded in the end zone. Will not be returned. So it'll come out to the 30. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. They'll run with Wright. And he'll be brought down at the 32 after a short pickup. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. Back to throw. That's out to the flat, and it's complete. And that's a 1st down. It will be a gain of 8. That's good for the Saints. First down. First and 10 at the 40-yard line. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver knew what was going on. That's incomplete. Chris Olave, the intended receiver. And it'll be 2nd down. That's complete. It's Jalen Pope. And they bring him down, but not until he crosses midfield.
And now you can see they're really getting in rhythm in this 2-minute drive. Now, after that last completion, Mike, they cross midfield. Now the mindset goes to, all right, we got to come away with some points. They've got a quarterback who's in complete control, and they got to see if they can finish this thing off. I think the biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. At sometimes, he's highly accurate and efficient, but at others, he just misses too many easy throws. The question is, are they going to be able to overcome this quarterback inconsistency and pull this game out?
He'll get rid of it and complete it. And nice work after the catch. He stopped a little short of the 1st down marker, but it is a pickup of 9.
Not every pass has to be thrown downfield. You can rely on the run after catch, especially a big body like this tight end. Get the ball in his hands early and let him pick up the rest after the catch.
They'll try and throw for it on 3rd and 1. He's got his man. That's Olave. New Orleans' 3rd and final timeout as the clock is stopped with 20 seconds to go in the 1st half. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Back to the air one more time. He's got it at about the 8. And he's in. Chris Olave. Touchdown Saints.
You hear coaches, you hear commentators, everybody talks about that middle 4, Mike, the final 2 minutes of the 2nd quarter and the first 2 minutes of the 3rd quarter. Here they are now. They go down and they steal a late touchdown to end the half. Remember, they're going to get the ball first coming out of the break.
The extra point, up and good. And the Saints move out in front by a point. It's 14-13. Very little time remaining in this first half as this kick is away. This will be returned from the 6. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. Operating from their own 23, they'll begin 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, it's Penix. And he's got this up close to the 35-yard line. And with just 4 seconds left in the first half, a timeout is called. From the 34 now, it's 1st and 10. Back to throw. Here's Penix. He fires downfield for Pitts. That's going to be incomplete. They took a shot on the final play. Prayer not answered. And that is how this first half will come to an end. Coach, thank you. Both teams trying to find the right formula to come out on top in this second half. Coming up. Certainly a tightly contested first half, and you'd expect more of that here in the second half. A one-point game as quarter 3 begins. Oh, he's got room past the 30. They finally get him down, but he gets all the way up close to the 40-yard line. From the 39, here's a 1st and 10. So Goddard, the tight end, comes in motion. They'll run out of the gun with Wright. Not much happening there, just a short gain. Here's 2nd and 9. On the zone read, it's a give to Wright. And he'll only manage to pick up 3 yards. And that leads to 3rd down. A shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. He's got this one complete to Goddard. First time they've looked his way all game long. He comes through with the grab and a 1st down.
3rd downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on 3rd downs, that is a recipe for success.
Give them 15 more on that one. They are on the move. It's a 1st down. They'll look to throw. A short throw taken in by Goddard. And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard. Hill brought in motion. Now this looks like a design run. He'll get 10 there on the keeper, and that's going to be good for a 1st down.
Mike, I think every offense would love to be able to call design runs for their quarterback. but it's so dependent of who that quarterback is. And for this team, to be able to have that guy behind center, it just adds a different element to what they can do on offense.
Here's a screen coming for Wright. And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3. He'll drop to throw. Looking middle of the field, it's complete. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down. Hill brought in motion. They'll throw here on 3rd and short yardage. He'll try to run for it. The offense staying out there for this 4th down. A give here to Wright. Powering forward. He's in. Touchdown, New Orleans. So that is 2 touchdowns in this game, and now 15 for the year. Taking care of business on the ground to get the score, and Greg, the big guys up front, they deserve some praise on that one.
Absolutely, Mike, and it really only takes one guy to distort the defense and win his block. But in this case, give credit to the entire unit. They did their job, and they reward their offense with a touchdown.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he decides not to bring it out. So they'll take over at the 30-yard line. We're going to go play action with Penix. The coverage too strong that time. The ball batted away. And incomplete. Amon-Ra St. Brown, the receiver he was trying to target. It's 2nd down. And they'll run out of the gun. Here comes Robinson. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45.
This is one of those cases where having high-end speed in the backfield can be such a game changer. The offensive linemen don't need to hold their blocks quite as long. You give this guy a little bit of a crease, and man, he is gone.
Now the lefty Penix on 1st down. Open man down the field, Mooney. And he will go all the way. Darnell Mooney. Touchdown, Atlanta. And even though it's just the 3rd quarter, they'll try to draw even right here and go for 2. From the gun, here is Penix. He's got a man. Take it in for 2. And we are at all-time here in the 3rd quarter. So back to level after the touchdown. And time for the kickoff. On the return, it's Rashid Shaheed. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line.
pick.
Right away, they'll set up to throw. Throw, left side, taken in by Pope. He's close to a first down. It's a gain of 9. Nice pitch and catch on first down.
The receiver thought he had a nice soft spot in that zone coverage, and he settles down to give a nice target to the quarterback. But the defense had eyes on him the entire time. Secure rally tackle prevents that from turning into a big play.
Opening carry of the game for the versatile Christian McCaffrey. And they bring him down, but not until he crosses midfield.
We've seen this trend throughout the league, Mike. Offensively, everyone wants to have depth at the running back position. Yeah, it's great to have one guy, but if you can have 2 or 3 that can all come in and contribute on the ground, that's the goal, and we're seeing it here.
He'll look to throw. Now he'll run. They'll stop it here. We have an injured Saint on the play. Something you did not want to see here in the final week of the season, as he will get himself checked out. They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5. Throwing it right into the hands of his running back. And he's out of bounds in great shape, down at the 15-yard line. That one good for 29.
Not a whole lot complicated about this play, Mike. That was understanding where the holes of the defense were. Remember, in this zone coverage, you got to find green grass, get past the first down marker, be friendly to the quarterback, and then the ball has to be out on time before those zone defenders can react to the receiver. That's exactly how it played out here.
That is caught by the tight end. Touchdown, Saints. Greg, it's the quarterback's best friend, and you were that guy for a lot of years. The tight end in a tight area with man coverage.
Yeah, and it's really twofold, Mike, right? First and foremost, we see so many of these tight ends around the league that now have gotten to the point where one-on-one matchups, that's advantage offense. But then even in the cases they don't create great separation, Mike, it's their size, their catch radius. It's such a friendly target for the quarterback that when things get tight in the red zone, they look to the tight end.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This will be returned from the 2. Good job in coverage. They're going to get him down short of the 20-yard line. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. The drive will begin here with a run by Robinson. And he'll work forward for about 3. It's 2nd down. So, 3 quarters have come and gone. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. They face 2nd down and 7. Mooney in motion. Now Penix to throw on 2nd down. He's got his man. It's Mooney. And he's going to be marked down up around the 33.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and The age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play.
What makes great linebackers stand out from the pack is their instincts and their vision. In this case, the linebacker has his keys, brings him right where the ball is going, and he's able to make a play at the point of attack and keep this to a no gain.
And he's going to be taken down right at midfield.
You know, Mike, I like everything about this play except the very end. You've already picked up good yardage. You've already picked up the first down. Now get down on the ground and protect yourself. There's no reason to take those shots.
On play action, Penix. Escaping the danger, throwing and completing. It's a big play when they needed it the most. 32 yards.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone. And this is where you have to finish drives.
That is knocked away. Incomplete. Good coverage there defensively. All over him. And it'll be second down.
The defender saw this the entire way, Mike. He actually ran the route before the receiver even got to his spot. I think they're fortunate this one didn't end up getting picked and going the other way.
On second down, they'll run. And the defense there to meet them. They'll hold them to 2 and bring up third down. From the gun on third down. Here's Penix. The throw on the run is complete.
When you're willing to throw the ball short of the sticks on third down, you know what that tells you, Mike? The decision to go for it on fourth down has already been made. If you're able to pick it up with yards after the catch, great. But if not, it's a fourth and short, and you give yourself a realistic shot of converting on this fourth down.
Trailing late, they've got to go here. It's fourth down. They'll go. It's Robinson. And that's not going to work. The defense comes up with a fourth down, fourth quarter stand, and forces a turnover on downs.
And this is a tricky call for this coach. A field goal doesn't do you a lot of good, but a touchdown does. So I don't hate the call, but great job by this defense coming up with a stand and getting the ball back.
And he finds some space, tackled after a gain of 7 on first down. Here's 2nd and 3 to go. They run again with Wright. Room to run at the 30, and they're going to mark them down up past the 35.
4-minute offense, Mike, so what does it mean? 1, make the defense use all of their remaining timeouts. 2, continue to pick up first downs, milk the clock. And then 3, if possible, finish with the ball in your hands.
To the air now on 1st and 10. They'll try to set up the screen here. Now a timeout, Atlanta. That's their first. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Now they'll set up to throw. Now a ball deep, middle of the field. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing third down.
A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out in front.
Throwing now on third and long. He's got his man down the field. It is a big completion. His 5th catch of the afternoon. Good for a first down.
That's about as big time as you get. There's a saying, Mike, that you really judge your quarterback by his ability to operate, not only on third down, but what they call third and pass, meaning it's such a long down and distance, they have no choice but to air the ball out. And when you can convert third downs at that distance, chances are you got a pretty big-time quarterback.
Head up. This is right. Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's second down. Now a handoff. Oh, a wrinkle. Here comes a reverse. And you'll get them 5 yards closer, but now third down coming up. And third and final timeout taken by the defense, so the 2-minute warning, the only clock stoppage they have left. They'll come up to third and 3. They'll try to run for it with McCaffrey. And he's going to have the Saints first down, I do believe. Gets it by about a yard on third and 3.
In real time from up here, Mike, I couldn't tell whether or not he got it at first glance. But I think after seeing the replays we have up here, it looked like he and his blockers got just enough. And they're going to be able to keep this drive alive.
Here's first and 10. The defense still with all 3 timeouts at their disposal as quarterbacks down 2-0. Victory formation here as he's down 2-0. So this one, a win for the Saints. They're able to finish the season in style as they get the victory. Here